And our next featured guest is the subject matter expert on pronunciation. So without further ado, let them know your name and where are you from?
Hi, I'm teacher Emily, and as you can see, this beautiful city behind me is in the United States. I am in Washington, D.C. So Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States, and of course I would love to show you more around my city, but like most people in the world right now, we are under a stay-at-home order because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So I'm going to show you everything that I can from the rooftop of my building.
All right, so teacher Emily, listen, I got a couple questions for you, general personal questions, not too personal. All right, are you ready? Here we go. What's your favorite food?
Well, with so many good foods to choose from, I'm not sure that I can say a definite favorite, but I do really love kebabs.
How about your favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time is Across the Universe. It's not a super popular movie, but if you haven't seen it, you must watch it. It's amazing. It has Beatles music, it has a lot of American history. It is a great movie for English language learners.
If I gave you $1 million, what would you do with the money?
Well, if you gave me $1 million, I would definitely invest it in real estate so that I could fund my travels throughout the world and never have to work again.
What is the biggest misconception about you, teacher Emily?
Well, that is a great question, Teacher Will. And actually, I think especially here on social media and Instagram in particular, a misconception of me is that I am in fact an Instagrammer. But I myself do not even have an Instagram account. I just happen to be the only person at ChatterFox who is willing to make videos and post them online. So here I am on Instagram, and I'm very happy to be here because it's been a really great learning experience for me, learning how to make videos for Instagram and for YouTube and meeting amazing people like you, Teacher Will. So I'm really happy to have this experience. But I would say that is definitely a misconception about me because I didn't start doing anything on social media until I joined ChatterFox.
Why did you become a teacher?
I think the main reason I became a teacher is because I'm just so curious about everything. And I think that being a teacher is one of the only professions that you just get to learn all day and help others learn. And so the whole profession is just about learning and growing and seeing what new things in the world there are to learn.
Tips and suggestions for future teachers that might be listening to this video.
Well, this may not be very popular advice, and I may be biased because I myself am a middle school teacher, but I think that anyone who wants to consider themselves a teacher should teach children. And I'm going to tell you why. Because children are not going to tell you anything just because they think you want to hear it, or they're not going to sugarcoat things, and they will humble you as far as your teaching practice, because if your lessons are not good, they will not pay attention, and they certainly will not go and study on their own at home. So if you can teach children, I think that's a very good measure of your skills as a teacher, because that means your lessons have to be interesting enough that the kids will actually learn something and pay attention. So that's my advice. Even if you're not planning to teach children for the rest of your life, at least try it, because the children will definitely tell you the truth about your teaching practice.
All right, now, teacher Emily, you are the subject matter expert on pronunciation. So, how can I improve my pronunciation?
Well, I think everyone already knows what I'm going to say about this one, and that is to use ChatterFox. ChatterFox is the best way to improve your pronunciation. You can try it for free. We also have a lot of free resources online, all focused on pronunciation. And the reason why it's important to use something like ChatterFox is because research shows you can only improve your pronunciation when you get explicit instruction on how to do it. You're not going to learn great pronunciation just by watching videos or practicing or something like that. You actually have to learn what to do with your mouth, and you have to have someone coaching you if you really want to improve your pronunciation. Some people may be a little better naturally than others, but to really make progress in your pronunciation, someone needs to teach you how to do it. So you need to use something like ChatterFox if you really are serious and committed about making that type of improvement.
How can I improve my vocabulary?
Well, I think when it comes to vocabulary, it's a little bit different than pronunciation because when you talk about pronunciation, like I said, you need explicit instruction, you need a coach. But when it's just about vocabulary, my best recommendation is to use resources and materials that you find interesting, like podcasts or books, articles, things like that. And the reason why I'm specifically not saying TV right now is because research has shown that most TV and commercials are written for people with an 8th grade education or below. So what does that mean for you? That means that you'll sound like a teenager or below as far as your English level if you only use vocabulary that you learn from TV and from movies. But if you want to sound more intellectual and more educated, you need to access more academic vocabulary. And the only way to do that is by reading and listening to higher level things in English, which are things like podcasts and academic articles, things like that, that are a little bit higher level than just the TV.
Teacher Emily, I'm very shy. I need your help. How can I overcome my shyness?
Well, Teacher Will, I think I'm a great person to answer this question because I myself am very shy. And like I mentioned before, before I started in ChatterFox, I had never made any videos or done anything for social media or things like that. And it wasn't really something that I thought I was very good at to begin with, and I wasn't. But I have, at least I think, I have improved a lot. And the way that I've done that is by actually watching my own videos and listening to my own voice. And even though I'm a fluent English speaker, that doesn't mean that I'm good on camera, or at least that I wasn't good on camera before. And I think I had to be very open and honest with myself about how I looked on the camera and how I actually was coming across. And I think that is one of the best things that a shy person can do, because it doesn't really require interaction with other people to build your own confidence. You can record yourself and then you can watch it until you get to the point that you are comfortable and confident. And at that point, you'll have a lot more confidence to speak English, to interact with others, and not be so self-conscious about how you look.
What is one or two of your favorite words in English?
My favorite word is ineffable, and what it means is that something is too great to express with words. And I think that I've had a lot of experiences in my life that I'm very thankful for, especially when I'm traveling, that something is just too amazing or too great to describe with words, and that's why we have this word in English, ineffable.
Now, Teacher Emily, you are known in the social media world for not only being an awesome teacher, but also being affiliated with ChatterFox. For those that don't know, can you please explain what ChatterFox is?
Even better than that, I can show you the app. So ChatterFox is a mobile application that teaches people pronunciation and fluency in English, and also gives instant feedback on pronunciation.
What about current projects or updates with respect to ChatterFox? Let us know.
So ChatterFox is very excited to finally be offering our mobile application with a smart coach that's powered by artificial intelligence. It's currently available on the Google Play Store for Android users, and it will be available on the Apple Store, the Apple App Store, within about a month or two from the filming of this video. So that's about May of 2020 is when that app will be ready. So if you want to try the app, you can try it for free, download it, and see what it's all about. so that you can experience the feedback from the instant feedback from the artificial intelligence smart coach that's part of ChatterFox's Fluency app.
What's a video that you've always wanted to make, but you haven't had the chance to make it yet?
So I would really love to make a bunch of bilingual videos. So if anyone out there is interested in watching this that speaks another language besides English, I would love to make a bilingual video with you. Specifically, I would like to try to speak your language and get feedback from you on my pronunciation, because I think it's important for people to hear in their own language how it sounds when someone pronounces something really badly and how much better it sounds when the person pronounces it correctly. So those are all videos in any language. I'm interested in making that video. If anyone wants to make it with me, contact me.
How would you describe Teacher Will?
Teacher Will is a unifying person in the Instagram community of teaching English as a second language. He's a person who brings people together. So that's why I would like to use this word unifying to describe Teacher Will.
What does the word insight mean to you?
I think insight means to understand something that you didn't understand before, and to understand also that there's always more to learn.
All right, Teacher Emily, teacher, friend, colleague, any final comments and thoughts with respect to one's life or improving their English? The floor is yours.
I just want to say thank you so much, Teacher Will, for inviting me to participate in this Insight project, and I hope to see everyone soon in ChatterFox.